IPOB raises alarm over Kanu's 23 hours daily solitary confinement. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for more updates. The indigenous people of Biafra IPOB has again raised the alarm over the continuous detention of its leader, Nnamdi Kanu, in a solitary confinement, and the Department of State Services, DSS, headquarters Abuja, are saying that he was being held in a solitary confinement for 23 hours daily. In a statement by its Media and Publicity Secretary, Emma Powerful, IPOB accused the presiding judge, Honorable Justice Binta Nyako, of being an accomplice to the suffering of its leader, who the group noted committed no crime known to law in Nigeria and the world. The group said that Nyako refused to ensure that DSS oblige and respect the fundamental rights of Kanu as provided by the extant laws. Obuna DSS ADSU or the Romiwu Justice Nyako itim ukwo sena obuye to siwe kwe kwesizi emeya. The statement added that if anything happens to their leader, Nnamdi Kanu, in DSS custody, that they will regret his rendition from Kenya to Nigeria. Nyabo, in Nigeria, maka ade amama. According to IPOB, it is no longer in controversy that Nnamdi Kanu is detained in the solitary confinement, where he is daily subjected to mental and emotional torture because of his belief for Biafra and freedom and independence. The group therefore called on men and women of good conscience, Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch, Inter-Society, and reputable human rights organizations across the world to prevail on the Nigerian government and security agencies, particularly the DSS, as well as Justice Binta Nyako, to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. IPOB stressed that the health condition of Kanu needs urgent attention, saying that he should not be allowed to die in detention. As such scenario would not be in the interest of anybody. More reactions continue to trail Tinubu's declaration of intention to contest 2023 presidential election. A man carrying bullion van on election day should be in jail, but the judge says in veiled jab at Tinubu. But the judge has disclosed that he bears no animosity towards Bola Ahmed Tinubu, even though his criticism of the former Lagos governance continues. According to PDP chieftain, his concerns were about the monetization of the political process, which leads to selfish leaders at the helms of affairs of the country. A man who is coming with money with bullion van should be cooling off in jail. I have nothing personal against Bola Tinubu. People should think about their future rather than collecting monies from these politicians who don't have their interests at heart. You will see the flooding of people who are dissatisfied with the APC in Lagos, and we will take over since the INEC has incorporated the electronic transmission. I also appeal to the INEC to procure a foolproof system in order to ensure a fair election in order to prevent manipulations. It was agreed in Tinubu that brought all these politicians together. How can he call himself the national leader of the party when the president is there? The APC is a hopeless contraption, and we will ensure nobody will manipulate the election results because the world is watching us. Judge railed just a day after Tinubu declared his presidential ambition. In reaction to chances of PDP in the 2023 election, he expressed confidence in the party's chances while noting that different opinions were normal. and healthy, but unity was important for a party. He was talking about PDP. A lot of people have been reacting. And Judge further alleged that the 2015 presidential election, which displaced former President Goodluck Jonathan, was manipulated in favor of current President Buhari. And according to him, he said, we considered for peaceful purposes. And if you can recall, President JEJ said it is not worth spilling the blood of Nigerians for his personal ambition. But several reports says it has cost us more, that Jonathan would have, rejected the result. Okay, look at the situation of Nigerians now. But the judge went on, he said, I am appealing to PMB to ensure all the loopholes in the electoral processes are sealed. These are issues investors consider before coming into the country. Justice, fairness, and equity is a tripod on which democracy sits, and it must be enacted in our country. Otherwise, if we cannot tell the truth to power, what are we going to get? That was coming from Bode George. That the tantrums thrown at Tinubu continues. Buhari faces court action after lifting ban on social media platform Twitter. A group known as Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, SERAP, has vowed to drag President Muhammadu Buhari to court after the federal government of Nigeria decided to lift the ban on Twitter. Nyabo Buhari ejeshago ofoyona mana nka deka easy trip. Buhari, who is taking Buhari to court these days? These guys does not respect the rule of law as far as this regime is concerned. And as far as Nigeria is concerned, anybody on top does not respect the rule of law. So I don't know. The Buhari administration on Wednesday announced that Twitter operations would no longer remain suspended in the country. And they lose a ban on Twitter. The government said the approval was given following a memo written to the president by the Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Professor Issa Ali Ibrahim. SERAP stated in a tweet that the ban is a travesty. It should never have happened in the first place. Hence, they will see in court to seek orders for adequate compensation and guarantees of the non-repetition for Nigerian victims of illegal Twitter ban. It added that the Buhari administration has a legal obligation to effectively redress the consequences of the wrongful act of Twitter suspension. The act was very wrong. Twitter criticized, they took down Buhari's comment and Abawa. That's how dictators behave. He's not a dictator. He shouldn't have put up such comment that Twitter brought down, such comment against Ndibo. Nollywood actress Uche Elendo escapes plane crash. Nollywood actress and movie producer Uche Elendo has revealed how she escaped a near plane crash. This comes after the plane she was inside crash landed in a remote area. She took to her Instagram page to thank God for saving her life, stating that what God cannot do does not exist. That is a slogan. This is a major slogan now. What God cannot do does not exist. Meanwhile, the Nigerian airline Arik Air has reacted after the actress cried out on social media that she nearly lost her life after the plane she was inside crash landed. And contradicting Elendo's claim, the airline, in a statement released through their official Instagram page on Wednesday, stated that the said airplane landed safely at Muritala Mohammed Airport, Lagos. Apologizing for the inconvenience, the airline claimed it provided a substitute aircraft for the affected passengers. So which do we believe? All we know that certainly something happened that anything airline. You think about your life. It's dicey always when you hear air mishap, air encounter. Anyway, viewers, what do you think about the stories we shared? Add your comment on the comment section respectfully. And some of the times you realize your comments disappear after commenting. The reason is that this channel is set to remove certain comments that are inappropriate automatically. So mind the kind of comment you comment respectfully. I'm Azoka OJ. I say bye for now.